Hi guys, Barnyard from veggiecoin here, and today I'm going to show you a really interesting cryptocurrency that I've been following for a while now. It's called Ravencoin, and it's got a lot of hype around it recently because there's no ICO, there's no pre-mine, and the algorithm that they're using is ASIC resistant. I don't actually have any affiliation with Ravencoin, it's just a really interesting project that I thought you guys might also be interested in as well. So let's have a look at what Ravencoin is, and then we'll go into how to pool mine Ravencoin as well, because it's a proof of work coin. Okay, so the first thing I really want to talk about is this algorithm X16R. Now this is a really interesting algorithm. I'll try not to nerd out too much, but I read their X16R algorithm white paper, and it's actually a really interesting algorithm. So it's ASIC resistant, and what that means is that you cannot buy hardware that is made specifically just for mining this one particular algorithm to give yourself an advantage and to mine the coin really extensively. And the reason for this, the reason you would want an algorithm like this is so that anybody that has medium level computer hardware, such as a graphics card like an NVIDIA 1080, can actually get involved and start mining this coin in like a fair environment. So how does it achieve this ASIC resistance? Well, basically the X16R algorithm is 16 algorithms put together, but that's not the interesting thing. These are the 16 algorithms that it's using. SHA-512, which is similar to the Bitcoin SHA-256. We have another couple of popular ones like CubeHash. But the interesting thing about this algorithm, which I think is super awesome and super elegant, is the ordering in which the algorithms are chained together during this hash computation depends on the last 16 nibbles or 8 bytes of the previous block on the Ravencoin blockchain. And that might be a little bit difficult to understand, but once you wrap your head around that, it really is an elegant and beautiful way of doing an algorithm. And because the reason is, that means that every time you have a new block on your system, the order of these hashing algorithms happening for the next block is completely random, and that means it would be incredibly difficult to build an ASIC for this particular algorithm, because you would need to create this ASIC in such a way that any of the 16 circuits inside the ASIC would be able to talk to each other in a different order. And I think what that means is that you would need 16 factorial connections between these different circuits in the ASIC to actually get that to work. And 16 factorial is just an absolutely huge number. So let's do 16 factorial. 16 factorial is actually, so 2.09 times 10 to the 13, which is just like an insanely big number. So sorry for nerding out a little bit then about X16R, but I really think this is a very interesting paper, and if you are into computer science or into maths, definitely worth reading. I really do wish it was a little bit longer, so Mr. Tron Black and Joel White, if you are listening to this video, please give us some more information on this algorithm. I'd really love to listen, to have a look into the maths involved, and also just a little bit more about how it works. Anyway, enough about that. Let's have a look at Ravencoin a little bit more in detail. Okay, so it's got this beautiful X16R algorithm that I was just talking to you about. If you are interested, I'll leave the link for this Bitcoin talk thread in the description, as well as I'll leave the white paper for that algorithm in the description as well. So it's got a block time of 1 minute, which means that the blockchain basically tries to allow miners to mine one block every minute, and the difficulty will scale if there are too many miners or not enough miners to reach that 1 minute block time. We have a block reward of 5,000 Raven and a total supply of 21 billion. Now, this is interesting because Bitcoin actually has, as a ratio, 100 times more of a block reward. Actually, let me rephrase that. So the total coin supply of Bitcoin is 21 million and the block reward is 50. So you're actually getting 100 times less reward as a ratio for Ravencoin than you would with Bitcoin. So that's an interesting choice. I'm not sure what repercussions that will have in the long term, but it's something to keep in mind for the future. So these are the two reasons really why Ravencoin has really gained popularity. There's no pre-mine and there's no ICO. And these are two big red flags to look out for if you see a cryptocurrency that has a massive pre-mine. More than 20%, I would say, is getting too big, or a huge ICO. Because with ICOs, you can always be worried about them just running away with the money, not using the money properly. Some of these ICOs are generating 50, $100 million. Why do they need this much money? Who knows? It's really up for discussion. But these guys aren't doing ICO and they don't have a pre-mine, and that's super, super awesome. So how do you mine this Ravencoin? Hopefully I've got you excited about it. I'm actually really passionate about this coin. This is a really fantastic coin. Well, how you do it is you go to the GitHub and you download the Ravencoin stuff here. So these are the Windows releases. You also have Mac and Linux as well. I run this on Linux normally, but I know most people use Windows, so I'm just going to show you how to do it on Windows. So you go over here, and essentially you just download all the stuff you see here by clicking it, and then there'll be a download button up here. So once you've downloaded them all, just put them in a little folder. I've called mine Ravencoin stuff, and then what you want to do is you want to click on the Ravencoin Qt. And then basically this, I've already got it open, so it's just saying it can't open it again because it's already running. But essentially what will happen is you will be ported over to this little screen here. And basically you synchronize with the network over a period of time. And basically what's happening is it's just downloading the blockchain for you. But you can start mining immediately. So what you want to do is you want to get yourself a receive address. And basically what we're going to do here is we're going to pool mine, which is essentially where you connect to a server, which is the pool, and you're doing hashing on your computer. And when you get a correct result, you send it to the pool, and then they give you the coins. So click receive, and then request payment, and here is your address that you're going to be using to receive the coins that you mine on the pool. So just Control-C that, keep that there, and then the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find a mining pool that you can actually connect to and then start mining the coin. So there are a whole bunch of different mining pools to choose from. I'm going to use miningpanda.site for no particular reason. You don't have to register an account with this pool to start mining. I just think that's a bit easier. So basically, now what we've got to do is we've got to work out, are you using NVIDIA graphics or AMD graphics? And the way to check this, if you don't know, is just to go to your Windows thingy over here, type dxdiag, which is DirectX Diagnostics, and essentially just click the display button, and then you have your graphics card information here. As you can see, I'm using NVIDIA, so I'm going to be using CCminer. If you're using AMD, you're going to be using SGminer. And one thing to take note is that with CCminer, anyway, I'm not sure if this is the same with SGminer, but I'm 95% sure it is. The generic CCminer doesn't actually have support for X16R on the 4th of May 2018. That might change pretty soon, who knows, but for now you actually have to download a specific version of CCminer called CCminer 16R, which can be found just in this link here, and I'm sure there is the CGminer version somewhere in here as well. If you can't find it here, just Google it, it will come up. And then what you want to do is you want to actually go into the GitHub for your particular mining software. This one is for the CCminer. It should look very, very similar for SGminer. They'll both be on GitHub. Then you want to scroll down past the source code, which isn't compiled, into the binary section and just download the binary. Once you've got that, you want to unpack it. It's using 7-zip here to actually zip the project, so you will have to download 7-zip and then extract the zipped folder. And once you have download 7-zip, you'll right click and you'll 7-zip extract here, and then you will get your CCminer application. So we're getting there, guys, we're getting there. Next step you want to do is you want to make a batch file, and basically you can just go file, new, text document, and then once you've got that, it should look something like this, but yours won't have anything in it. I'm just going to put this in the description so that you can copy paste it. That just makes it a little bit easier. If you're using SGminer, you will have to change this to SGminer-X64, I believe. Maybe not with the -64, I'm not sure. There's actually a how-to for the SGminer in this announcement thread, so there will be a how-to for the AMD guys watching this video. So once you have got this batch file ready to go, you will actually need to change this address here, otherwise you're just going to be mining into my wallet. So you just want to paste the receive address that we got earlier into this section here, and then you're basically good to go. The final step you want to do next is file, save as, and then change this from a text document to a .bat file, and that will change the file type from a text document which cannot be executed into a batch file which can run in the command line. And once you've done that, all you need to do next is go to the batch file that you've just made and double click it, and that's all there is to it. So I'm just going to have to wait a little while for that to sort itself out, and then it will start hashing your guesses and you'll start mining the coin. So that's everything that you have to do to mine Ravencoin. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the description if you want more content like this, or if you're interested in learning more about Ravencoin. Please subscribe as well if you did enjoy this content, and check out veggiecoin as well, which is my coin. Essentially the way that that works is it's very similar to Bitcoin, except when you mine you're receiving coins for yourself, and as you do you are also generating a cryptocurrency in a separate veggie fund, which as a community we all decide where to fund animal startups, animal welfare initiatives, and animal charities as well. So it's a really great cause and a way to give back to animals with your computing power. So once again, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.